business program right here in Mitchell's Plain. This has been planned for quite some time, and we are glad we can finally be able to be here. I will be your host for today, Papa Biz. And before I go further and let you know in terms of the program we are going to be having today, we're going to receive a warm welcome from FNB, who are our partners. When I found out that we were going to be here today, I made a request and I said, there's only one person that I'd like to come and do the welcome for. Often available, but this is my special request because our team, we're coming all the way from Gauteng. Can you please book at least 1 hour in his calendar? And guess what? They granted me that wish. So we are very welcome that we're going to be receiving the introduction from Tabani Kumere. Let me tell you a little bit about Tabani. He's got over 13 years at FNB and 9 years of experience in business banking. He's built an impressive track record across multiple areas within the bank, from branch operations, relationship management in both SME and platinum banking portfolios. Today, he serves as the area manager for the SME Cape South, where he plays a key role in supporting all of us in our small businesses. So please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to Tabani Kumere. Thank you.
Morning, everyone. Yo, you made it sound like I'm like this special person. How you guys doing? Are you well?
Yes.
You well? Good to see you this morning. No, Shane, he did ask. And yeah, he did ask. And I said, you know what? Mitchell's Plain was one of, when I joined business back in the very first time, my first portfolio was Mitchell's Plain. Yeah, that's all I can say. But I'm glad to be here. And welcome to everyone. Seniors entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, established entrepreneurs. And I always say, I am so grateful that in my life, I've been afforded an opportunity to be able to assist and support entrepreneurs. Because I'm from that background. My granny used to do stuff back in the days. You know, during the yellow van situation. Yeah, so he had a business. Wasn't really registered, but it kept us going. Put my parents through education. Fast forward, 18 years later, I'm here. Without me revealing my age. But I think that seed was planted from my youth to say it is such a crucial component of our society to have SMEs. You guys are the backbone of the economy. I know we always look at corporate or public sector, but for me, having been involved in the sector in this space for all these years, I have seen an impact that entrepreneurs like yourself play, the role that they play in uplifting our communities. So as FNB, we're very grateful for the opportunity to be able to partner with Baba to bring such interventions with you guys, with the pure aim of trying to make a difference. We're not perfect, we can do better.
Yeah.
But these engagements allow us the platform for us to engage on how we can do better. So I think the common denominator for all of us here is we all want to succeed. And now and then you just need a helping hand to say, I am here for you. Our motto has always been, how can we help you? So this is just another way for us to partner with organizations like Baba to be able to come down to our community and be able to try and assist. So I will be here. You say, I'm going to be here for 5 minutes of the day because I want to interact with you guys on an individual basis. And I'm just an FNB employee. Don't think about the title. Just an FNB employee. So feel free. During breaks, it's going to be a jam-packed program. My team is at the back over there. The FNB team, please raise your hands. There they are. Okay, so the team will be there. If you have anything that you would like to run past us, if you have any issues that you would like to discuss with us, please do feel free. Don't be afraid. And I'm really grateful to be here. Thank you, Papa.
Thank you so much for that, Tabani, and thank you for having availed your time. Now, just before I get into our program for today, I want to plant the expectation for what we're going to be having come through. Where is the roaming mic? Can you just come through a bit closer? I'm looking for Kelly Johnson. Where is Kelly Johnson? Okay, please take the mic to Kelly. Now, the reason that we're doing this right now is because Kelly was the very first person to arrive today. Give a round of applause. So having done that, Kelly, I want to honor you. If you can just let us know your name, what is your business, and just one sentence on what you're hoping to gain from today.
Hello. Yeah. My name is Kelly. I have a small homemade business. It's called Kitty's Tiny Street. So I make mini donuts, lamingtons, fudge, snowballs. So I decided the reason why I started this business, and it means a lot to me, I was diagnosed with endometriosis in 2024, which caused me to stay out of work, and eventually my contract had to end due to me always being in pain and in hospital and at home. So I decided, Kelly, you can't just sit around and do nothing. You need to start hustling to get that income. One thing I love doing is baking. Years ago I done it and I just stopped because I just got into a depression. But then I started this business and it really means a lot to me because it's something that I'm creating for myself. Like also for women, like empowering women that you can do these things. So also people can't afford bakery prices, it's expensive. So I come with my affordability prices and quality is also good. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Kelly. And so why did we start off like that? The reason we started off like that is today is a workshop. We want to hear from you. So when we give opportunity for questions, etc., we want to be able to hear from you. If the workshop ends today and you've only heard from us on stage, we have all failed each other. Okay? So let me let you know about the organization Monetise Your Business and how we managed to be able to get here through today. As I mentioned, I'm your host today, Papa Biz, and I got to meet Hetty many years ago when we were at the Pretoria University. We continued in our discussions and we moved forward very nicely quite a bit until we got to the point where I can also proudly let you know, listen, ladies, please, I am married. No, so Hetty and I, we got married in 2010 and we just started living our lives and growing. I studied actuarial science, and as we were moving forward, she managed to work at a merchant bank where she was head of her department. I worked through in that bank and I was working to get to the position of vice president there at the bank. But as we were journeying with our lives, we thought maybe one day we could start a business. Maybe one day we could start a business together, something on the side. Our first business that we started became the fastest growing retail chain in South Africa, focused on African clothing. That business was P&H Boutique. We grew that and then we went into other businesses around property and agriculture and also online businesses, etc. But the boutique business, because we had multiple stores across South Africa, we started to get a lot of attention. We started to get awards, and then we started to be featured on different platforms like Top Billing and things like that. Then people would start to reach out to us as they hear our story and ask, can you help me grow my business? Can you help me and guide me as I'm looking to grow my business? Fast forward, we came through to 2020 and now we were at a crossroads in terms of how to move forward, because this had grown just a little bit in terms of advising people on how to grow a business. And Hetty was discussing with me, and we said, how do we put this thing together? And I said, let's brand this as Hetty, the entrepreneur. And people started inquiring. But I don't know about you. You know, when you're starting a new business, sometimes you wonder, am I really the person to do this? Am I the person who's qualified to run this business? And it was at that moment our mentor, Vusi Tepogwayo, he came and he said to us, Papa, God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called.
Yes. Yes.
And it was at that moment we really started to believe, let's really go after this. We started to grow, we started to learn, we started to engage, and many, many more people started coming into our fold. It grew to the point where we had our very first annual event called the Entrepreneurs Year-End Event. Guys, we didn't know what we were doing. But we put this event out there. Tickets were between 1,000 Rand and 4,500 Rand per person. We wanted to educate in terms of what we understand about business. We had other speakers that we invited, speakers like Vusi Tembabwayo, speakers like Lira, Bumile Dwaba. We flew in speakers from within the African continent to come to this event. And lo and behold, we were so shocked. We had just under 1,000 people come through to this event. We were so shocked. From there were different organizations that came to ask to work through with us. One of the organizations was FNB, and they came knocking and they said, can't we come up with something together? Can't we come up with something together where entrepreneurs are able to come and engage with the lessons that you are teaching? We like the way that you teach. Can we do something together where they can come and receive this information and they do not have to pay? That's how we managed to brainstorm together, and we came up with this program, Monetize Your Business, which we've been rolling across South Africa. We're now nearing the end of year 2 with this program. It's the first time we are in the Western Cape, and this is such a warm welcome that we received yesterday. We're in Luande, we're now here in Mitchell's Plain, and we end off tomorrow in Gugulethu. And with that, let's give FNB a round of applause for having put this all together. Now, I'll let you know what to expect through today and our agenda. We are going to start off with a masterclass. We'll start off with a masterclass session. After the masterclass session, we will have a networking session. After the networking session, we will then have a special guest who we managed to have come through here, who's from Mitchell's Plain area. We'll see him a bit later. And then we'll have a collaboration session. After the collaboration session, we will have the pitching session. Now, let me just see by a show of hands, who here applied to pitch their business? Who here fill out the forms and are higher? Let's put up our hands high, don't be shy. Okay, look around everybody. Okay. Now, I will let you know, we received 52 applications from you in Mitchell's Plain. 52 that the team had to go through. So the team had to go through all of those application forms, and unfortunately not everybody will get a chance to pitch. We aren't able to sit through 52 pitches. But we'll have a few people that have been selected. We'll be able to hear from them a little bit later, and we'll hear them during the pitching segment. Now, I've seen 1 or 2 confused eyes here. There's a pitching session happening here later. And the winner of the pitching competition will receive 20,000 Rand, courtesy of FNB. Thank you. So when the pressure point comes later, we'll all be able to support those who come up. Afterwards, the judges will be able to let us know their decisions in terms of the hierarchy of those who pitched, so we can learn our winner from Mitchell's Plain. After that, we'll break off for lunch. The plan is to be able to have lunch at 1 o'clock. Are we all together now? Okay, cool, great. Now, the last thing I want to let you know as well is that when a speaker comes onto this stage, they will feed off of your energy.
Yeah.
If you give low
Yes.
energy,
Yeah,
they will give you low
Yes.
energy. So we want very high energy
Yeah.
when a speaker comes onto the stage, and especially those who will be pitching later.
Yes.
It's not easy to be on the stage
No.
in front of your community.
Yes. Not
So please, okay. In fact, let's practice it like this. Okay. Everybody in this row, straight here, and on my left, you are group A. Straight through, and on my left, you are group A. and then everybody straight through here, and on my right, your group B. Okay. So group A, on the count of 3, when I raise my hand like this, after counting to 3, I want to hear your version of good energy and round of applause to welcome a speaker onto the stage. Okay, we're gonna see group A. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, let's go. How was that? Are you guys gonna do better than that? Let's see. Okay, group B. I'm gonna count to 3. I wanna get your version of good energy to welcome a speaker onto the stage. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, let's go. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, cool, great. Our theme for today is AI for entrepreneurs. Our theme for today is AI for entrepreneurs. And honestly, when Hetty and I spoke earlier as we planning through our heart for today, is I really hope that with what you guys received today, you will walk away thinking, wow, I can't believe that I received all of that for free. That is our heart for today. Let me let you know about the Hetty as she's going to come through to deliver this masterclass. Hetty the entrepreneur is a speaker on international stages. Mail and Guardian Top 200 South African Award recipient winner. Is a TEDx speaker. Was the #1 business on Vusi Tembayo's My Growth Fund. Top 1,000 voices. Received the Entrepreneurial Honorary Award from the then Deputy President of South Africa. And most recently shared the stage with our international mentor, Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Give it up. Let's welcome to the stage, Hetty, the entrepreneur.
Oh, good morning, Mitchell's Plain. How are you? Fantastic. I'm so excited to be here. I'm really, really happy to be here. Are you ready to monetize? Yeah. Turn to your neighbor and say, I am ready to monetize. Fantastic. Today is going to be a good day. I'm really looking forward to our masterclass. Now, for today's masterclass, it's a two-way conversation, all right? It's not just me talking. We want to have a conversation with each other. So as we go through this masterclass, if I say anything, if you want to add your own insights, if you have a question, put your hand up high and let's have a conversation. This is not the day to be shy. This is not the day to be in your little corner. Yeah. This is the day to speak up. If you look throughout this room, on your left and on your right, every single person in this room is a business owner. So that means there is something for us to learn from each other. So let's get the best out of today. Are we together? Yes. All right, fantastic. So our theme for today's masterclass is AI for entrepreneurs. AI for entrepreneurs. Now, the truth is, before we can get into the topic of AI for entrepreneurs, we first need to establish where are you in your business? And the reason why this is important is because sometimes we go to these workshops, we go to these seminars, we go to these conferences, we get all the knowledge and information, but you don't know how to apply it to where you are right now in your business. So understanding where you are in your business is going to help you to understand how to use AI for the stage of business you are in. Am I making sense? Yes. Fantastic. So let's look first before we get into the meat of it, at the 3 stages of entrepreneurship. Stage number 1 is the seed stage. The seed stage. Now, I want you to imagine a seed. Is a seed big or is it small?
Small.
It's small. That is the beginning of your business. You start small. Everybody starts small. That is okay. And when you are in the seed stage, you've got an idea. You've got a vision. You've got a hope for your business. But does anybody else know your idea and your vision and your hope? No. That is something that has been planted in you. This is something that is very important for you to remember at the beginning of your business. Because the assignment for your business is yours. It's not always a group call.
Yeah.
It's not always a Zoom call. So that means that there are people that are not going to understand your vision. There are people that are not going to always understand your journey. So when you think of a seed is put into the soil. That's a very dark place. When you are in the seed stage, do not get discouraged if other people don't understand what it is that you are doing. What is important for you in the seed stage is to ensure that you create the right environment. Let's brainstorm a little bit together. What is required for a seed to grow? Just shout out to me. Water, soil, sunlight, fertilizer. So now you need to also start to think to yourself, as a seed in the seed stage, what do I need to grow myself and my business? Number 1, your environment, the soil. You can have a good seed, but if it is in the wrong soil, it won't grow. You need to start thinking about your environment. Sometimes we are surrounded by people who are discouraging us in our businesses, but they haven't built a business themselves.
Yes, so true.
So we need to surround ourselves by people who are doing the thing that we are trying to do. Other business people. They can be in different industries. That's okay. If you're in the beauty industry, you can learn from someone in the restaurant industry, in logistics. Surround yourself with other business owners. Now, if you are in an environment where you aren't surrounded by other business owners, when you come to rooms like this, set a challenge for yourself. I am not going to leave the workshop today without networking at least with 3 people that I did not arrive here with. That's how you build your network. Are we together? So your environment is very, very important. Then we also spoke of water, of fertilizer. What are you consuming? What are you consuming? Because there is also food for the brain. Who are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you reading? When you are in the seed stage, don't be afraid to get knowledge and education. Humble yourself to learn. We don't know what we don't know. So you need to now start thinking about, who am I following on social media? Are the people I'm following on social media going to help me to grow my business? If I take your phone right now and I go into your Facebook or your TikTok or your LinkedIn, I will be able to see who is influencing you every day. Is it dance videos? Amapiano? Is it comedians? Who is it? We need to follow other entrepreneurs that are succeeding in business so that we can begin to believe it for ourselves. We need to follow coaches. We need to follow mentors. We need to listen to podcasts. We need to read books. That is what we are consuming that is going to help our business. So when you are in the seed stage, please remain hungry for knowledge. Remain hungry for knowledge. Whilst you are building in the seed stage, you also need a community that you can plug into. And an accountability partner. The reason why this is important is because in the seed stage, you're often building your business on your own. So you've got a lot on your plate. You are doing a lot of things on your own. You might have help from your family or one or two people, but the majority of the responsibility is on you. That can make the journey very lonely. If you have an accountability partner, you can brainstorm together. You can even just share your struggles together. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't have to pretend everything's okay if it's not okay. But also, your accountability partner is going to help you keep your promises to yourself. Some of you have promised yourself, I'm going to do a market once a month and showcase my products. Your accountability partner will say, hey, we are almost at the end of the month. I haven't seen you do any markets. Chop, chop. And that is the gift that you give each other. You keep each other accountable. The seed stage is not a question of how long you've been in business. You can be in the seed stage for 5 days to 5 years. It is about you being at a stage in your business where you are trying to grow your business, trying to get visibility, trying to get customers, and trying to solidify your business. How many of you are in the seed stage? Please put up your hand. How many of you are in the seed stage? Take a look around the room. It's quite a number of us. This is important for you to remember because often at times, when you're going through the challenges of the seed stage, you often feel alone. And you think you're the only one that's going through that. Meanwhile, so many of us in this room are actually in the seed stage. I want to hear you. Remember, we said this is a two-way conversation today. So if you're in the seed stage, put your hand up again for me. All right, roaming mic. You can select 3 individuals that I want to be able to hear from. Just tell us your name, your business, and how your experience of your business is going so far. All right, let's start.
My name is Mark. I represent my company's name is Kulungu, Cleaning and Maintenance Services. Right. So in the seed stage, it was a bit tough, like I said earlier, but we pushed through. And business obviously is a bit slow, in the seasons as well.
Yes.
And my business partner here, we bounce off ideas of each other.
That's great.
Taking as many as possible of these seminars.
Yes.
And it's amazing out there actually if you just put yourself out there, and there's many companies out there willing to assist.
Yes.
So yeah, hoping to get this information back from you guys today.
Yes.
Help us grow. It's actually great. Thank you.
That's fantastic. Well done. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you. And I'm very happy that you are here with your business partner. Those of you that are building businesses with someone, as much as humanly possible, when you are in rooms like this, bring your business partner along. Bring your team along. Because sometimes I find that the mistake that we make is that we educate ourselves. But we are not the only person in the business that is actually facing clients. So you want to ensure that as many people in your company get educated as possible. Great stuff. Let's hear from another person in the seed stage, Robin Mike.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Is he okay?
You can bring the mic just up a bit.
Okay.
Yes, so we can hear you.
I started, I retired. I'm 66.
Okay.
And there's
You don't look a day over 25.
I said, oh, I'm running out of funds here. You know? And then he said, okay, I said, I want now.
Yes.
I'm broke. And then I said, okay, the idea came from you. I said. So I started now with my drives with the Dutch business. And I said, okay, like every day or every couple of days something comes up. And then I'm
Yes.
increasing. I said, okay, I'm setting up health bars and protein bars and food added to it.
Yes.
And then after, I said, okay, I'm keeping the health line, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, now the health powders, you know, make them or good.
Yes.
I'm adding that.
Mm.
And then it's okay. Now I have these markets, say once a month and I go to. I
Yes.
said, okay, people's on the go supplements.
Yes.
You know, that you get these packets. I said, if people on the go or they're going somewhere, they need their fix. But it's surprisingly do sell, you know. I didn't think about that. So you see that it comes up, and then also say, okay, this my driving transport is these packages that most of them have.
Yes.
So I myself opened up a packet to have something. I said, now the packet breaks and it
Yeah.
can't store.
Yes.
So I changed from that and now I put down these pouches and simple pouches. So
Okay.
now you can, you can eat some, you can close it.
Yes. Yes.
And like
That's
with
very
the
good.
powders, it was, it does seem to be smooth, so it seeps through.
Yes.
And then I now, got jars where you can close it up if that
Lovely.
or whatever. So it's still in a growing business, you know.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
it's tight at 66. I have to use my pension money
Yes.
and live tight and
Mm.
take from there to grow it, you know. And like
Mm.
as I'm going along, I'm improving. I'm still learning and improving every day.
Fantastic. No, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. You know, one of the things we need to realize when we're in the seed stage is that it is a journey. It really is a journey. There's trial and error. You choose one form of packaging and then you realize, oh my goodness, this isn't practical. Once I've opened it, I can't close it. Now I need to change it over into something else. And there is sacrifice. There's financial sacrifice. Sometimes you're going to put your pension into it. Sometimes you're going to put your salary into it. Sometimes even when you have capital, there's also sweat capital. You must run around. You must knock on doors. You must make phone calls. You must talk to people. In the seed stage, you cannot afford to be tired. You cannot afford to be tired. Sometimes when you're in the seed stage, you must realize that sleep is for customers. Because this is the stage where you're trying to build the business. So do not get discouraged when you're in the seed stage. Let's hear from one more person in the seed stage.
Hi, good morning. My
Good
name is
morning.
Josephine. I started a small business, pastries and pies, making pies, samosas, and spring rolls and all that. So yes, it is a bit difficult. I'm riding a trolley in the town center, opposite Boxer as an income.
Okay.
So I started small. So yes, every time that the customer has to place an order,
Yeah.
then it is inside you have to use your own money. You have to use your own capital and stuff like that. So my daughter bought a house, and she said, "Mommy, work is not so fun, and salaries dropping and so on." And she's currently where she still has to pay. The house was 600,000. It is now to 400,000. So she asked me, how can I bring it down? So I said, okay, with my business skills, you have the capital, the little
Yes.
capital, I can help you. So she's my partner,
Lovely.
but she's at work now.
Okay.
And I said, okay, I'll sacrifice that.
Yeah.
And I'll sacrifice my talent, my skills
Yeah.
to help her to form a business so that we can
Work
make
together.
ends meet yes and stuff. So I have 4 matriculants
Okay.
that not my own children, but in our area
Yes.
that are taught how to make pastries.
Lovely.
Because their parents are drug addicts and alcoholics. So I believe that every child, when they're on matric, that they should have and must have their matricle, because while they study from primary
Yes.
and so on. So yes, that is also a sacrifice where I put my own capital in.
Oh, I
Thank
love
you.
that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Love that. I love to hear about businesses that also have a positive impact in the community, because I think that it's important for us to realize that yes, you can marry purpose and profit. You can make money in business while still empowering others as well. So that is really fantastic. And one of the things that I think we are seeing is that in the seed stage, sometimes you start from a passion that you have, but you must develop the business skills in order to make it profitable. Business must make money. Business must make money. That is the only way you can grow your business. That is the only way that you can scale and it can keep growing. Do not be afraid to have the money conversation. This is very, very important in business. All right. So that is the first stage. That is the seed stage. Now, the second stage in business is the growth stage. The growth stage. Now, you started off as a seed, you've made sure you're in the right environment, you've made sure you're consuming the right things, you're getting the knowledge, you're getting the education, you are building visibility, building a clientele. Now, when you are in the growth stage, you can really firmly and confidently say, I am in business. When you are in the growth stage, you've now begun to get some customers. There are customers that are in your business. You've even got some repeat customers in your business. Money is starting to come into your business and it is growing. You're no longer under the soil. Your seed has begun to grow and it's popping out of the soil. So those who are saying, let's see what's going to happen with this business. Now they're seeing that, there is actually something that is here. Those who questioning your vision are actually seeing that, okay, there's something happening here. Your business has grown. Maybe you've begun to take 1 or 2 employees, permanent or temporary contractors. Family members are starting to help you. So as money is coming in, you've also developed expenses, right? So you've got expenses that are coming in to your business. But you've grown it to a level that you are starting to also feel more comfortable and confident in what you are doing. The growth stage of business is the stage where most businesses end. The growth stage is where most businesses end because you become comfortable. And the other thing with the growth stage of business is that your business is heavily reliant on you. You are still needed in your business. In the growth stage of business, in as much as you are becoming successful, you also start to feel like you are a slave to your business.
Yeah.
That is the honest truth.
Yes.
We have to have honest conversations. Remember, we're all entrepreneurs. We're not our Instagram followers. We don't need to pretend that we're being successful. Let us have real conversations, all right? In the growth stage, money is coming in, but you cannot afford to step away from your business.
Yeah.
If you were to leave your business for a month, you may come back and there's no more business. Yes, you have got staff, but you do not have somebody who knows everything about the business. You know everything about the business from A to Z, but you're the only person who does. If something goes wrong in the business, they are reliant on you to fix it. That means you can't get sick. If you are sick, your business gets sick. If you are on holiday, your business goes on holiday because staff take liberties. Have you noticed if you're not in the shop, the sales are lower than when you're in the shop? What's happening?
Yes.
When you are making the sales calls, more money comes in. When the customer deals directly with you, you get more positive reviews.
Yes.
So yes, you are in business, yes, you are growing, yes, it is doing well, but your business is reliant on you to be there. So if you want to grow beyond the growth stage, you need to have systems and processes.
Yes. Very important.
You have to.
Yeah. Very important.
It is so important.
Yes.
But let me tell you, it's difficult.
Yeah. Yes.
It is very difficult.
Yes.
Don't let anybody lie to you.
Yes.
Why is it difficult? Because even if I woke you up in the middle of the night at 2 a.m., you can tell me anything about your business because it's all in here.
Yeah.
So when you want to build systems and processes, you need to take that knowledge and information from your brain into a platform that allows your team to think like you,
Yes.
to behave like you, and to respond like you.
Yes.
You need to find a way to duplicate yourself.
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
If you cannot duplicate yourself, you become a slave to your business. You cannot open 2 branches, 3 branches, have a nationwide business. All right. So when you are in the growth stage, systems and processes are important. And we will talk a little bit later about how you can leverage AI for that. In the growth stage, your team becomes important. Your team becomes important. Remember, in the seed stage, the help that you got, it's more physical help. People helping you to package, helping you to deliver, helping you to showcase at a market, helping you to set up your social media. When you are in the growth stage, you are going to realize that as your business grows, you now need committed people in your business. People who actually care about the business, not just a warm human body. that's going to be there.
Yeah.
You need people that can help you think. You need people that can take instruction. You need people that you can trust. So sometimes, in order to grow your business beyond the growth stage, you may need to shed the people that you built with in the seed stage.
True. Yes.
It's not easy.
Yes.
I don't think we talk enough about how much we need to let go as business owners. Even in a garden, for you to get new roses, you need to prune the dead leaves. So there is shedding and pruning that needs to happen in your business. If you hold on to what no longer serves you, you become stuck in the growth phase.
Yeah.
Are we together?
Yeah.
How many of you are in the growth phase? Please put up your hand. How many of you are in the growth phase? Please put up your hand. Roaming Mike, let's select 3 individuals that we can hear from that are in the growth phase. You can tell us your name, about your business, and what's resonating with you from today's workshop that we're talking about. Please go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Beverly Jones. I'm the owner of Baker Jones and Rocklets.
Lovely.
From what you've shared now, I can relate because like the whole business is like it's dependent on me. So
Yes.
that's when you leave and then the sales drop and whatever. So I do have my daughter. It's like sort of like-minded.
Yes.
So I've noticed that if I want to grow, I need to have people who share the same
Yes.
vision like me. So now my daughter is with me full time.
Lovely.
So she knows how to run the business. So that is why I can be here today.
Yes.
Because we are very busy at this moment because it's Mother's Day.
Yes.
Sunday, so we're very busy. And then I have my son also. He's been retrenched, so now he's also helping. So
Okay.
very busy. So I saw that your own family
Yes.
is like better to work with,
Yes.
to grow your business, and then when your business is like grown, then you can like employ others. But most of the stuff, the packaging, as you said, and baking and decorating, they can do that. But when it comes to the business and the mind,
Yes.
it's like your own children because you like 24/7 with your children, and they are the ones who know
Yes.
what you do, and they're helping. Like as you said, with AI and putting up social media.
Yes.
No, I'm like old and I'm not so familiar, so
Yeah.
I do those kind of stuff.
That's brilliant. Well done. I love that. You know, it's interesting. Some of the best businesses started out as family businesses. If you look at Nando's, started out as a family business. And look, family businesses can have drama. Let's not lie. We've all got that aunt and uncle that disappointed us, and now it's weird at family gatherings. But when you do build with family, especially with your kids, with your spouse, you find that you all have a vested interest in the success. If the business is successful, we are all going to benefit. Sometimes your staff have nothing to lose. You know, if your business closes down, they'll look for a job somewhere else. So building with family does have its benefits, and also having the different generations is good. If you know you're not tech savvy, the younger ones can help you with the technology, and then we begin to fill in the gaps with each other. So that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Roaming Mike, let's hear from the next person.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jessica, and I can concur with you, Eddie. You are spot on with the growth season. I started last year. I'm in the beauty and hair world, and I started last year. And after 2 months, I realized, I need to shed here because the people walking with me don't have the same passion. They're just here to work for their salary. No innovation. They're not prepared to upskill themselves. Although I'm bringing my part to the party, they're just sitting on that black chair. They're not prepared to move to the red chair. And attitudes, I need to shed. And I start shedding. I started to be real and show them what the real world is all about. And then I've put in systems and processes in place.
Yes.
I've also, every Thursday, I have meetings, every Thursday, one-on-one meetings and general meetings. What is sticking? What's happening?
Yes.
What are we doing wrong? Because now I don't want anymore a one-man band. It's a team. So I'm bringing that home. We work here as a team. We build it together as a team because my plan is most of them are rehabilitated stylists that were on drugs. So I'm giving them this opportunity to build and grow themselves. So my plan with them, and that is what I tell them, I want to hand this key over to you and I want to be a silent partner. That is where I want them. So with that in place, and that putting that in their mind, most of them have changed their perspective because the places where they used to work, it was a cat fight, forever skundering and bickering and all of that. And I said, listen, the women coming into this place don't need your nonsense. They come here to relax and forget about their troubles. And now you come styling there with your problems, with your attitude. You're chasing our customers away.
True, and
so
energy transfer.
Exactly. So with that concept, I changed their mindsets. Look first in yourself. Introspection. Change yourself before you even can style someone's hair, before you even can put on their lashes. And slowly and surely, by the grace of God, they've changed. They are different type of individuals than that they were before because they realize I don't have to fight to look good for buying us.
Well done, Jessica. I love your passion. I love your passion, and I agree with you 100%. What I love with what you're doing, Jessica, is you have taken ownership of your business. Sometimes we just go where the wind blows. But if you want to grow a successful business, you must take ownership. And one of the things we have to take ownership of is the workplace culture. The minute you see something going wrong in the business, if you become silent about that thing, that becomes the culture of your business. If one person arrives late and you're quiet, it's going to become a culture where people come and arrive late. And now, when you eventually want to do something about it, it is so difficult to erase a culture that is embedded within the organization. And sometimes you are going to face resistance. There are going to be those people in your company that it served them well when you didn't take ownership, because then they could run amok and do whatever. Sometimes if you want to change the attitude and the culture in the business, you actually do have to start afresh. And you actually have to put systems in place as to this is how we behave over here. That's part of the systems and processes. How do people experience us when they walk through the door? Papa mentioned that we used to be in retail. And in our retail business, I had to start to think, what do I do that makes my sales high when I'm in the shop? That when I'm not there, the sales are not as high. I began to realize when a customer walks in, immediately I smile. Hi there, good morning. Immediately I say, hi, my name is Hetty, I'm going to be serving you today. Are you shopping for something specific? Is there any way that I can help you? Yes, I've got a wedding, I've got a graduation. Oh, great. Let's start to look around. Do you like dresses? Do you like pants? Then I started to write this down as non-negotiables in the business. When a customer walks in, we must smile. You must introduce yourself. You must ask them, are they shopping for a special occasion or are they browsing? What do they like? Dresses? Do they like pants? Come, let's walk around and see what you may like. And we made it compulsory. Now, in order to ensure that this is actually happening, what did we have to do? We had to put cameras in the shop.
Yeah.
We had to invest in the culture of the shop. We had to put cameras so that when we have those weekly meetings, and Tabi's saying, why didn't you smile at the customer when they walked in? That is part of how we run things in the shop. When somebody walks in, they must feel welcome and comfortable. That is how we take ownership of our business and we put those systems and processes in the growth phase. It is also about experience, about energy. We have to tell them, if you're styling somebody's hair and you had a fight with your boyfriend, you can't come and tell your client that. Instead, ask about their day. Let them lead with the conversation and then you respond. We can't be hearing about your troubles. That's for you and your friends. Your client is not your friend. But you have to teach people this because not everybody knows it naturally. So the growth phase is hard. It's not easy. On the outside, you appear successful because money is coming in, you've got staff, all the bells and whistles are there, but deep down you know the frustrations that you have. All right. Now, from the growth phase of your business, once you've been able to put those systems and processes, you've been able to work on workplace culture, and you've been able to build and expand, that is when you move to the final stage, which is the bloom stage. The bloom stage. When you are in the bloom stage, it means that your business is flowering. It is blooming. You have been able to expand, you've got more than one branch, you have got teams, and your business is flourishing. This is a stage in business when you need to focus on being investor ready. You need to focus on partnerships because partnerships help you to grow even further. You become attractive to funding. This is also a stage of business where you need to think about legacy building. Now, this is very important because sometimes we find great businesses that when the founder retires, the business retires. Or if a person passes on, the business closes down. Here you need to think about legacy building, succession planning, so that the business can be able to survive long after you. You also need to be thinking about social impact. How are you pouring back into the community that has supported your business? How are you uplifting others? How are you bringing the youth along? That is all part of legacy.
Yes.
And it is all part of building a business with purpose. How many businesses in this room are in the bloom stage? How many businesses in this room are in the bloom stage? All right, fantastic. Roaming mic, we've got a gentleman on the left-hand side there. Let us hear from him.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you for FNB and Monetise and your team. Well done. Great job. I appreciated being here. For me, it was a journey of sacrifice, a journey of empowerment for my staff, a journey of development, and also a journey of selflessness. As a businessman, practicing as an attorney for 10 years, and being in business for more than 25 years, I learned that once a business scale to a certain point,
Yeah.
I needed to focus on the legacy. I needed to focus on the
Yes.
continuity.
Yes.
And therefore, I decided to hand over shares to a younger version of myself.
Brilliant.
Even though, and to be honest with you, the business shares was worth about 3 million rand. And I handed 50% over to him purely because he was willing to come in
Yes.
and take over the business and deal with the day-to-day operations. And that was a sacrifice. But that sacrifice is also an investment because that allowed me to step out of the business and create another business,
Yes.
which is a real estate company.
Yes.
And that is business scaling as well.
That's brilliant.
So giving away shares to an individual, like many of the attendees mentioned that they gave and they got the family members involved.
Yes.
That is what guarantees the future. But not all family members want to do what we do.
Yes.
As an attorney, I have 2 children, none of them are attorneys. But the one is able to do marketing. So the AI, the flyers and all those things. So that's where I pulled him in. Nevertheless, I think it's important that also the discussion that came in with was who's the shareholder in my business? What key man policies in place? So in the event of my death,
Yes.
how will the shareholder buy out my shares? And that policy is something that I'm sure FNB can assist the businesses with.
Yes. Yes.
So in the event of my death, the policy pays out to my partner, he pays that money to my estate,
Yes.
and he buys out my shares and he becomes the full owner, or he gets another partner to buy that. That's the legacy and the key man policy. The trust as well. Other businesses, I developed a trust, so the trust is a shareholder of the business,
Yeah.
and I simply serve as a director.
Yes.
With that, there's also opportunities for other individuals to come on as directors. Another construction business that I started with a partner, non-related to me, now also creates an opportunity for the key man policy, for the shares to be bought out and continuity to go on. So once you have all of that in place, you're able to scale the business even bigger and also make sure that the business continues. And the one lady mentioned that she wants to become a silent partner.
Yes.
That's something that can be done as well. So,
I
yeah,
love
thanks.
that. I didn't quite catch your name.
Sorry, my name is Fazluddin Abrams.
Okay.
I've been serving Mitchell's Plain for more than 25 years.
I love that.
Thank
That's
you.
brilliant. Thank you. Thank you so much. Those of you that are in the growth phase, your mentors are those that are in the bloom phase. Often at times people ask us, give us mentorship, give us coaching. And we often say, your mentors are already in your community, building successful businesses in your community. These are your mentors. These are your mentors. Because he knows how to build a business that is blooming from Mitchell's Plain. And the beauty is your business can be based in Mitchell's Plain, but your customers are in the world. And you can bloom in Mitchell's Plain. Those that are in the seed stage, your mentors are those in the growth stage. Because they are learning about systems and processes. They are learning and they know how to acquire customers. They have knowledge and information that can help you to grow. So sometimes don't look too far away for your mentors. They are in your backyard. Did you notice how well spoken he is?
Yeah.
Did you notice how confident he is? The higher up you go in business, the more you learn how to articulate yourself. You need to understand that as a business owner, you are a public speaker. You are a public speaker. We can put him on any international stage and he's going to be fine. Because you must learn to speak in public about your business. Practice communicating in front of the mirror. Practice building your confidence. And in any given opportunity, speak about your business. Don't be shy, because that is how you exercise that muscle. Are we together? So now we know the different stages of business. And because we know the different stages of business, we can now talk about how do we use AI in the different stages of business that we are in to grow our business. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Fantastic. First of all, I know how intimidating the conversation of AI is. I know. I, for one, am often scared of AI. I don't want to lie to you. There's just so much information out there. There's so much you can do with AI that sometimes you don't know where to start. That's why knowing the stage of business you are in is important, because all you need to think about is, what do I need for right now? The reason AI can be overwhelming is because we are thinking of all the things it can do, but let's just focus on what it can do for the stage that I'm in right now. You don't need to know everything about AI. Nobody's asking you to be an AI specialist. If you know how to use WhatsApp and you can send a WhatsApp message, you can use AI. You can use AI. If you've got a phone, you can use AI for your business. All right. So that is something that is very important for you to bear in mind. Just make a decision to develop the mindset that I am going to embrace AI in my business. Now I'm going to share with you some applications that you can use for the different stage of business that you are in. Those of you that are in the seed stage, I want you to view AI as your team member. I want you to view AI as your team member. Remember, when you're in the seed stage, you're often a solopreneur. You've got all of this responsibility. You're doing everything on your own. Money is also tight. You don't have lots of money to be pouring into advertising, marketing, and all of these things. So you want to view AI as your team member. AI is there to brainstorm with you. All right. For example, there's ChatGPT. How many of you in the seed stage are using ChatGPT? Great, we've got some hands up. Roaming mic, I want to hear from some of you. We had a hand up there at the back. Can you tell me the ways in which you are using ChatGPT in your business in the seed stage?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Sakina, and my business is called Street Connect. We are in the marketing industry.
Brilliant.
ChatGPT is like one of my employees. They just don't get paid.
Yes.
And how I use it is to kind of gain information and knowledge.
Yes.
Especially about something that I'm not familiar with.
Yes.
I don't have a marketing degree, but I do have the idea.
Yes.
So if there's something that I'm not familiar with, I pop it to GPT. And I'll ask them, I am inquiring information about a customer who's in sports, and how can I advertise their business?
Yes.
And then ChatGPT just gives me some information.
Yeah.
What I extract is what I take that's beneficial to what I'm doing at the moment.
Yes.
But it's something I use every single day, if not all day.
Yeah.
And very, very helpful.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that. And that is exactly how you need to be using AI in the seed stage, especially ChatGPT. You can use it as your team member to help you brainstorm ideas. I'm thinking of launching this particular product in Mitchell's Plain. I don't know, do you think it's going to work? This is my target market that I'm thinking of. This is the pricing point. What are the factors that I need to be considering that I'm not thinking about? Ask it questions like that. The prompts that you put in AI are important because it will give you back what you are asking for. Ask it, what am I not considering? What are the factors I should be considering? I already know all of the pros and the reasons to do it. Tell me why I shouldn't do it. Help me to weigh up my options. So it becomes your team member that helps you think critically, that helps you to be a devil's advocate, so that you now have a very sober-minded view. Should I move forward? Should I not move forward? So that is something that it's able to do. It can also help you to think, who is my ideal customer? That I can actually be able to monetize from this customer. Because sometimes we've got great products, but we are selling it to the wrong people, and therefore we are not making money. If you want to make money in business, you need to have a great product or service, but selling it to the right people who see value in it and are willing to pay for it. So before you launch, use ChatGPT to say, okay, we've got our product and all of that. Who is my ideal customer? And where can I find them? Are they at the taxi rank? Are they at churches? Are they in corporate? Are they in schools? Where do I find them and how do I put myself in front of them? You can even name your ChatGPT. Call it Jordan, call it Tando, call it Annika, whatever. Give it a name. It's your team member. Sometimes you might be in a meeting and somebody makes a request and you say, you know what, I'm going to need to just have a chat with my team and get back to you on that, on the feasibility and whether we can do it or not. I'll have a chat to Jordan and I'll get back to you. Yes. Use AI as your team member, especially in the beginning when you are on your own. Pricing ideas, because you can price for the mass market or you can price for the premium market. And depending on how you want to go, it will determine your advertising, your marketing strategy, your messaging. So knowing who you are targeting and your pricing is going to help you come up with a marketing plan. Social media, you know what the biggest question I get with social media? Hetty, I don't know what to post. You can come up with a content plan. You can come up with themes, captions, hashtags. So that's how you use ChatGPT as your team member. Your business plans, your proposals. There's also Gemini, which is very good. It is the ChatGPT of Google, basically. It is linked to Google. Gemini is very good because Google is linked to real-time information, trends, and knowledge. All right. If you are doing research in the seed stage, a really great platform for you to check out is Google Trends. Just write that down, Google Trends. When you go to Google, just write Google Trends. It's a lovely website. You go into there and it tells you the trends of what people are searching for. What are people searching for in Mitchell's Plain? What are people searching for in Western Cape? What are people searching for in South Africa? What are people searching for in the beauty industry? It helps you to know what is trending, and you take that knowledge and information and you apply it to your business. It helps you to come up with concepts for names. A really great platform, I mean, I use this all the time for my social media, is Canva. Canva is brilliant. Canva is also an AI graphic design platform. It's constantly evolving. You can do your posters in there. You can do your templates in there. You can do your logos in there. You can do your social media templates in there. It's brilliant. It helps you to professionalize your business. So use AI as your team member. Use it as your assistant, but also use it as your mentor. Use it as your mentor. What should I be thinking about in this stage of business? This is what I've managed to do this month. These are the areas I struggled. This is what I did well. Can you mentor me and tell me where you think I need to be going? What should I be thinking about? Challenge your AI. Challenge it. Don't use it like Google. Where can I find the nearest petrol station out, guys? Come on. Challenge it. And if the AI isn't giving you the answers that you're looking for, you need to refine your question. And tell it, that is not what I'm looking for. You have not understood. I want to understand A, B, C. Read through the results that it gives you to make sure that it is giving you the correct information. Remember, AI is good, but it's not perfect. So make sure it's giving you the correct information. Please, I beg you, I beg you in the name of everything that is good. Don't just copy and paste. Read through your, some emails. Hello, name. Guys, it's so embarrassing. Edit what you get from the AI. Put it in your own words so that it becomes personal to you. So you use it as a guide. Even if your staff gave you something, you will check it. You won't just take it at face value. So also check whatever the AI gives to you. Don't just take it as that. So in the seed stage, AI is your best friend, is your teammate, is your assistant, is your mentor. Embrace it and use it. Embrace it and use it. All right. And even when you start to grow and you get team members, teach them how to use it. Don't be shy or embarrassed that our business uses AI or ChatGPT. No. Teach them to use it as well. Especially if they're sending emails on your behalf, producing communication on behalf of the business. It reduces errors. And it helps your team to be as professional as you are. Are we together? Do we have any questions around the AI in the seed stage? Are we okay? So please embrace it. Use it on your phone, use it on your laptop, use it all day long. Now, when you are in the growth stage of business, you are going to be using AI to professionalize your business and to put your systems in place. Often at times when you're in the seed stage, you're just putting things together. You're trying to create a business. You're putting things together. Now that you're in the growth stage, you have a business, but you must professionalize your business. Your process of using AI in the growth stage is to try and take the knowledge and information from your brain into documents that can be used into your business. You're trying to put together your standard operating procedures. How do we get customers? How do we onboard our customers? How do we maintain and nurture our customers? How do we send out invoices? How do we do follow-ups? How do we handle complaints? How do we handle compliments? How do we handle social media? How do we handle training? You want to put all of that information into documents. The beauty with AI is you can even use a platform like Descript. Descript, you go in there and you talk to it and say, hey, I'm putting together a standard operating procedure. When we are onboarding a customer, this is what we do. It'll take your words and it will write it out. Because not all of us want to type. Sometimes we express ourselves better in spoken word. So speak, nothing wrong, and it will transcribe for you. Are we together? Your standard operating procedure is not something like cement.
Yeah.
It is not cast in stone. It is a document that is alive. When processes change, you update it. It also helps you to keep your staff accountable. When they're not doing the correct thing, you can say, but it's here in the document. Did you refer back to it? You received a complaint. Did you follow our processes of how to handle complaints? Did you log a call? Did you report it to a manager? You have got recourse to now take action, to now put consequences in place if they are not following your processes. So that is very important. It helps you also to put together job spec. Some people come into the role, but you have not given them a document about who are you in this business, what do you do, what do we expect of you, what does success look like? We tell them with our mouth and we expect them to remember. Who's going to remember?
Yeah.
When people are just there for a salary, they need to have a document they can refer to. Training guides for your staff. You can use your ChatGPT for that. Jessica spoke about building culture. When you're in the growth phase, one of the best ways to build culture is in the hiring process. Bringing the right people into your business. Now, let me tell you, you won't know they're the right person from the CV. You'll know they're qualified, you'll know their work experience, but you don't know they have a bad attitude from their CV. You won't even know in the interview because everybody is eager and a team player in the interview. So the way that you will know is through assessments, through aptitude tests, through you even get free psychometric tests online. Let them do it. It'll tell you their personality. It'll tell you if they really are a team player. It'll tell you their strengths and their weaknesses. This will also help you from a leadership perspective on how to manage them. Some people, if they show high leadership scores, those are the people that you can train to have more responsibilities. Are we together? The other thing I highly recommend when you're at the growth stage is don't only test people when they enter the business. Test them every 6 months. Because in business, it's like driving a car. Bad habits come in. You know you're supposed to look left and right. Why did you just drive straight? That's what we do. So if we do it, our staff are going to do it. Retrain them, refresher courses. You can put it together yourself. Productivity schedule. They're great productivity platforms. Those of you that do consulting work, lawyers, accountants, you're running your own practice, doctors' practices, all of those things. Productivity platforms like Monday.com, Trello, those are very nice. Those of you that have a marketing agency, maybe you want to see who's working on what campaign, who's doing what advertising, who's doing, you can see the work that they are doing. You can see where they are. Did they just pick up the job? Are they working on it? Have they finished something that needs to be reviewed and approved? You can leave comments on there. So that helps you to have oversight over what everybody is doing, even if you are not in the office. Daily and weekly schedules. Do we meet every Wednesday for a team meeting? It doesn't matter if you're in the office, it doesn't matter if you're on top of the mountain, they must log into the Zoom. So that we all know what is happening. Setting those consistent processes becomes important. That is what gives you peace of mind, that even if you are on holiday, you can log in and see what's happening. You can check the cameras and see who is there. You can hop into the Zoom call if you need to. But when you don't have those things, I'm telling you, you physically have to be there all the time, and it is draining. Does it mean they're not going to steal from you? No. Does it mean there's not going to be product loss? No. Does it mean that somebody's not going to try and take chances? No. But what it does mean is you will pick up on it quickly and you can take action. When you have a system that can tell you the inventory, we had 20 perfumes and now there's 19. Where is the one? Nobody knows. Okay, no problem. If nobody knows, we'll take it off everybody's salary. Trust me, somebody's, Margaret took it. Because nobody wants it to come out of their salary. But if you don't have a system that tracks your inventory, you don't know that there's one perfume missing. So yes, human beings will be human beings, but you need to have a system that allows you to pick up when something has gone wrong. There are different POS systems. We used to use Shopify. That was really good within the store, but there are different ones that are available. So when you're in the growth stage, the biggest question you need to ask yourself is, how do I duplicate and replace myself in my business? What needs to happen? And then you embrace AI to help you. You can embrace AI to help you run your ads, your social media ads, your Google ads so that you can be found. All right. And then when you are in the bloom stage of business, you want to use AI for innovation. You want to use AI for innovation. The interesting thing with life is that you can be running a marathon and you end up in first place and it's amazing. The greatest challenge is remaining number one. To remain at the top of your game, you need to be innovative. You need to be a trailblazer. You want to use AI to look at trends. What are people doing abroad? What is the future of my industry? How are we preparing ourselves for the future of our industry? Are we leveraging AI enough in our marketing department? Are we leveraging enough in our accounting department? Are we leveraging enough in sales? So that all the departments in your company are operating at its best. How do we leverage AI to expand and to scale? How do we leverage AI to build legacy? Maybe you want to train the youth in your community. You can leverage the online space to be able to do that. So today, I don't want you to think about AI as this big hairy monster, because it's so easy to do that. And it's so easy to get overwhelmed. I want you to simply think about AI based on the stage of business you are in. What do I need it for this season? Maybe I just need it to help me brainstorm. Maybe I just need it to help me develop a logo. And as you go along, you grow with your AI. The beauty with these platforms is it's got memory. So it helps you to grow because it remembers all the different things that you have put into it. Am I making sense? So I hope that from today, our mindset and our approach towards AI is now of an approach that makes us want to embrace it better and to embrace it more. AI truly is your friend and it is your team member. And you really want to embrace it to grow with you. We often get asked, Hetty, is AI going to replace certain industries? To be honest with you, AI cannot replace an entrepreneur because entrepreneurs are innovators. But what will replace you is an entrepreneur that's using AI if you are not. Because they will respond to customers quicker, they will create their invoice faster, they will be able to respond quicker, their thinking will be sharper because they're not just relying on themselves. So whilst you are still trying to figure something out on your own, that person is already executed because they've got their digital team member. They've got their AI mentor. So you don't need to only rely on yourself. Embrace AI because that can be your secret weapon in business. Am I making sense? Are you still having fun? Yes. Are you still enjoying the masterclass? Yes. All right, fantastic. We are drawing towards the end of today's session, and I really want to encourage you to embrace AI as much as possible. I also want to encourage you to begin to start to think that now, based on where I am in my business, what type of support do I need? We've got the FMP team that is there at the back. Because sometimes we go to our banking partner, but we don't know what to ask for. So based on where you are in your business and the stage you're in, that should frame the conversation you're having with them. If you're at a stage that you need knowledge and information, you can ask them, how can I obtain knowledge and information? They've actually got a really nice platform called Fundaba, which has got all kinds of modules and education for entrepreneurs, absolutely free. Maybe you need visibility in your business for more people to see what you're offering. They've got the NAV marketplace. You can load your products on there, and now all of a sudden you're getting exposed to the F&B customer base that you wouldn't have otherwise gotten exposure to. So the conversation you're having becomes so much more different because you now understand what your needs are. All right. I also want to encourage you to remember through the journey of entrepreneurship, regardless of the stage that you are in, to take care of yourself. To take care of yourself. You are the engine of your business. So it is important to realize that when you are well, your business is well. And to also remember that in as much as we are working hard, we are putting our energy and effort into building our businesses, rest is also part of work. It is also part of work. You are doing your business no favors by getting burnt out. So please introduce a balanced approach to how you are building your business. Today is a new day and it is a clean slate to be able to build the businesses of our dreams. Speak well about yourself and about your business because there is power in the tongue. So I really want us to end off this masterclass with affirming ourselves and our business. So please be on your feet standing for me. So from today onwards, we are going to speak well about our businesses. I want you to repeat after me. Today is a new day.
Today is
I speak well about my business. Rest is part of work. I am a public speaker. I am not shy. I will sell. I will grow. And I will monetize. Fantastic. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that again, Haiti. Guys, how was that? Give Haiti another round of applause. Come on. Sure, it was so interesting. I was watching from the back, walking up and down. I saw so many of you taking notes. I saw some of you taking video notes. I'm like, hey, these guys are really serious about what they are learning today, which I really, really appreciated. One of the things that I heard Haiti mention, I wanted to repeat is she said that your business may be in Mitchell's Plain, but your customer is in the world. Very important. Thank you for having shared that. Now, just before we go into this break, just a few things. Just a few things for you to know, of course. The right at the back straight is where you can find the bathrooms. They're straight just at the back there. And then also we have the F&B team available here. They're available here to be able to engage with you. Now, I want you to know something, because this often happens. And let me let you know like this. I don't work for F&B. We have partnered with F&B. So when you engage now, they are here to answer your questions about banking and funding and any issues that you may have. Don't come to me for those elements, please. I brought them here. And I don't know about you. Sometimes even when I go into the bank and I'm stuck with something, do you know I'm still shy to ask and demand for the branch manager? I have brought them all here. They are there for you. You can go and speak to them. Nobody's watching. You don't need to feel shy about anything. Okay? By show of hands, who here knows of the NAV marketplace that F&B has got? Who here knows about the NAV marketplace? One or two people. Go and ask them, how does it work? Because the gentleman up there, Papa Biz, he said that I can get onto this platform and I can get more customers to be aware of my product and service. Go and ask them how the NAV marketplace works. We also have exhibitors on my left and on my right here who have come early to be able to engage with you. Now, I want you to know something. I spoke with the exhibitors. You know what they told me? They are prepared to accept shame money. If you go to them and say, shame, let me pay for this, they will take your money. So do make sure to go and visit them and find out what they are offering so you can engage with them further. Also, I'll let you know on this with regards to networking, there's opportunity for all of you to network with each other, but let me give a guidance that you can utilize today or any other day. Where is the roaming mic? Roaming mic, where are you? Come closer, please, roaming mic. If you can bring the mic to this gentleman in the corner over here, if you can just bring it here, and I want you to see if you can pick up on what I am doing here. Okay, you can please stand. Hi, my name is Papa. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Nathaniel.
Nathaniel. Okay, Nathaniel, what type of business are you in, Nathaniel?
Currently, I have a business restaurant in Durban.
Okay, and Nathaniel, where are you based, Nathaniel? Okay, and Nathaniel, how did you hear about this event today, Nathaniel?
Through WhatsApp.
Through WhatsApp. Okay, thank you, Nathaniel. Give Nathaniel a round of applause. Did anybody pick up on what I was doing here? How many times did I say Nathaniel's name? I used his name 16 times. When you meet somebody new in the beginning, use their name as much as possible. Why? Because psychologically it forms connections in your brain. So that when I see him, what happens? My brain has a picture. When I see him, it just says, Nathaniel. A man's name is to him the sweetest name in any language. You want somebody to be part of your network. You can't even remember their name. No. Use that little trick. You can use that today or any other day. People come up to me all the time. How do you remember so many people's names? Oh, I learned a long time ago. These tricks. Okay. Then the second thing that I'll let you know, I use it here, but let me break it down, that you utilize in terms of networking and engage with people. I had to learn this because my background, I studied mathematics, I was never really great with people. I had to go through a step-by-step process. Step number one, when you're engaging somebody new, ask questions. Ask questions. Too many times we engage with somebody new, and what do? We just want to vomit out information about ourselves. No. Ask questions. Show that you are interested. Stop trying to be interesting. Okay. Step number 2. Find a connection. Find a connection as you're asking questions. In a room like this, it's very good to find a connection, isn't it? We are all people interested in business and business people. It's very easy to find that connection, but outside of here, ask questions and then find a connection. Guys, what's the easiest way for guys as we together to find a connection? We talk about football. And the best team in the world, the Amakosi. Find a connection. Step number 3, most important. Go in that direction. Go in the direction where you have found a connection. It's so simple, a 3-step process to take somebody from a stranger to now somebody who's part of your network. Okay. Okay, we're gonna enter into the break. The time is now 11. We'll have about 15-20 minute break. Just let you know there's popcorn straight at the back there available for everybody as well. There's popcorn straight at the back. Then there's tea and coffee that's still available straight there as I mentioned. And then yes, the exhibitors are here waiting for you, and the F&B team is also waiting for you. Thank you so much. Now, as I mentioned earlier, and I believe somehow we managed to get 10 minutes of your time. Thank you. Wow. We had to pull strings to get this along. We are going to welcome through to the stage Oleander Oakes. She is the secretary of Mitchell's Plain Safety and the Development Forum, and she's managed to make her way here to be able to do that. Let's give her a round of applause as well. Thank you.
Fantastic, great stuff. Thank you so much. We often find with these workshops that it's nice to have conversations with community leaders that are on the ground doing amazing work within the community and helping to uplift the community and also the environment that we find ourselves working in as entrepreneurs. So thank you so much for your time. I think as a starting point, it would be lovely if you can just introduce yourself and the work that you do as well.
Hi there, everyone. I see a lot of faces that I know in the audience, which is great. I'm Oleander Oakes. I am the Hawkins Ratepayers Chairperson, firstly, and then also the Subforum Chair. I'm also sitting on the Mitchell's Plain Safety and Development Forum as the Secretary. This has been an organization, or rather an NPC, that has been duly endorsed by the Premier and also the NEC and the RIP, whereby we are setting up 5 safe zones within the Mitchell's Plain area. So the organization, or rather the NPC, the Board of Directors, has been fully endorsed, I think 2 or 3 months ago, where the relationship started with FNB, because ultimately we had to register the organization, and then the door opened at FNB Promenade. And with them helping and assisting us with the banking account, the conversation then grew with regards to community interventions.
Yes.
And that is what led to this event also featuring here within the heart of Mitchell's Plain. But coming back to the community and what we've heard this morning, firstly, thank you so much. I told you when we sat there, these type of engagements are key within our communities.
Yes.
Because a lot of our community members sitting here, a lot of our entrepreneurs, a lot of our businesses are trying to thrive, but don't always have the tools or the means on how to actually get the program, right? But from that perspective, in creating these type of engagements, it uplifts our community firstly, because it's not happening in a school or on a field or somewhere, a lot of people just standing in a shop, in a mall somewhere. But you've actually gone out and you've created this safe space, I would say, where people with the idea of creating a business can come and actually see how can I learn or how can I thrive. During the group, we've had so many conversations.
Yes.
And what is important that comes out of it, what I'm taking with me is what you've said. When you're speaking to someone, mention the person's name. When you are talking to someone, put on the smile. We sometimes forget to smile. But coming back to the seriousness of me sitting here in saying that Mitchell's Plain is a very thriving community.
Yes.
But we might just have, over the years, everyone has gone in their own route of finding their way on how to prosper. And in that, we have sometimes been left behind. I'm a child of Mitchell's Plain. I'm here from 3 years old. I'm still here. But a lot of us tend to get to a certain age when we move out.
Yes.
But what these safe zones that we are setting up in Strandfontein, Rocklands, Tafelsig, Beacon Valley, and also Montrose Park will be creating is there's various work streams. The one work stream is integrated violence prevention. So as we sit here, I think they usually say 1 out of every 5 has gone through trauma at some stage of their life, right? And I think all of us that sit here from Mitchell's Plain today, we are living in that fear. We are living in the fact of what? I can't walk where I want to. My child cannot move as I want to. The opportunities are not coming to us. But we are going out there, but it's not necessarily filtering through all the information. So this forum is set there to create the platform, to bring the information into Mitchell's Plain. If it has to do with development, if it has to do with safety, a safe zone has been identified, and why now people are going to ask me now why those areas and not why not certain areas. At the time that it's been approved, those were the high risk areas within the Mitchells Plain area. We know that Curtin has also now become one of the red zones. However, we need to focus on these 5 in setting up programs within those where that is focused on integrated violence prevention. Firstly. Secondly, we'll need to create the safe and secure communities. That is where your safety partners comes in, whether it's government.
Yes.
Remember, I don't know whether I've mentioned that it is whole of government, as I say, WOGA, and whole of society, whole of, as we as community, we are driving this initiative, right? We have always been going through to Parliament, we've been going there on these platforms saying that we appreciate what you're doing, but can you give us a chance to actually work with you to see how together we can create a safer space? We know that it's not able to do it just like that. There's a lot of stuff happening within our areas, but somewhere we need to start. So the invitation going out to everyone is to stay in contact with us. There is a channel that has been created, the Mitchells Plain Safety and Development Forum, where notices are being posted currently on where these engagement meetings are happening. Strategic planning sessions are taking place, and if you are business, if you are NPCs, if you are NPOs, if you are a concerned parent, a concerned community member, you will notice I haven't left out anyone. If you live within this Mitchells Plain, come on board. Your voice is key on how these areas are going to be coming. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening in here. A buzz will be created and is created already, but you need to be on board to see how do the businesses that are thriving fit into that plan.
Yeah.
So ultimately, there has been funds put aside. It's 9 million rand. There is a business plan articulating in the work streams how these projects or programs need to be focused. But from a business perspective, you can only contribute if you are part and parcel of these initiatives, right? Your voice is key. You first and foremost, you are a resident, and then you are a business, right? So each of us, we are family members. We are going through a lot of whether it's emotional, whether it's physical. I'm not going to mention it by name. We know what we are, what our challenges are with Mitchells Plain. So I can go on. I'm not going to. I'm just going to read that from there. But very importantly, I salute each and everyone that is here to this. Because you've taken the stance to say, I've got a business, or as I heard Nathaniel say, I don't have the business, but I'm here to learn. So we never too old to learn. So take the AI concept. If that's one thing that you're taking from here, each and every one of you, if you don't have Copilot or whether you chat GPT, if you don't have it on your cell phones, go today and upload that and start that journey. Because no longer we can say we don't know. True. Because technology is driving the way that we approach and the way that we actually engage each other going forward. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much. I think you've spoken so brilliantly, and it's so important because the truth is that we are building these businesses within the community. We want to build businesses within a safe environment. We want our customers to feel safe and secure, and we ourselves want to feel safe and secure as well. It's important that we build our businesses in our community and we don't feel that we have to go out of our community. So this is really fantastic work that you are doing. Can they come and speak to you directly afterwards if a person wants to lend their services or lend a helping hand or get more information? Okay. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, fantastic. We always feel that it's important to plug you and let you know of the important things that are happening within the community that can impact your business, impact your environment as well. And this is such a fantastic and great initiative. So let's all plug in and do the best we can. So at this particular point, we've had our masterclass. Maybe you've got questions that are streaming in your head and you are thinking about, and this is our opportunity to continue our conversation. It can be about AI, but it can be about anything in your business. It could be about staffing. It could be about funding. It could be about social media. It could be about advertising. Let's just have a robust conversation where we unpack some of the questions that you have. Maybe you want to share an aha moment, something that's come up for you today in today's workshop. Please share that as well. It doesn't always have to be a question. It can also just be you sharing as well. So with that said, the first batch of questions, just put your hands high up in the air so that we can be able to see you. The roaming mic can come to you. We've got our first one there on the left-hand side. And please don't be shy. I often find when you have a question, others have it too. So we'll start with Jessica, roaming mic. When you're done, we've got another one at the back as well. All right.
Good afternoon, everybody again. So my aha moment was the SOPs, having assessments at least every 6 months. That was my aha moment. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's so important. The every 6 months one is very important. You'll be shocked at the things that you think your staff knows, and then you're looking like, but they don't know this, you know, and it helps you to address it and address it at the time that it's happening. We had a lady there on your left-hand side there, roaming right in the middle, yeah.
Morning, everyone. I am Jacqueline, and my business is not so plain garden based. So we're a family business, mom, daughters. Thank you very much for everything that you've done this morning. It's amazing. So you were speaking about when you are at the growth stage.
Yes.
Your business still needs you.
Yes.
But you have to work on systems and processes. That's the next step. How do you do both? Because systems and processes, because that's where we are at the moment, we need to apply systems and processes to our business.
Yes.
But we also have to work.
Yes.
The business provides for a family of 11, and you have to really work, and we want to grow. How do you do it both successfully?
Yeah, that's a very good question, and it is a dilemma. And I don't want to paint a rosy picture. The reality is that in order to do both, you actually are doing double work. If that is part of the sacrifice you put in the growth stage to be able to get out of the growth stage, that's why it is so difficult. What I will say though is please take a long-term view with putting your systems and processes. It's not going to be done in a month. It won't be done even in 6 months. It can take years. That is the truth. I once had somebody ask me, but Hetty, how long does it take? And I said, it takes long. And I want to manage your expectations so that you can give yourself, number one, the grace that you need, but also plan your own time to slot it in. So if you are giving yourself 2 days a week to document your systems and processes, let it be that, but you're consistent with it. Then also formulate a game plan. Month 1, I'm focusing on, let's say, staff training and trying to put those things in place. Month 2 or month 3, I'm going to focus on something else. Because sometimes there's so many systems and processes you need to do that if you're trying to do them all at once, it is very overwhelming. So prioritize, start with the urgent things that need focus, and then work your way through. But it does take extra time. It is a sacrifice, but it's one of those things that your business will thank you for in future.
Okay, and then the other thing that I want to add, you just reminded me because I finished this book last month. It's called E-Myth Revisited, and it talks to this exact problem that you were addressing. And this is a safe space, so I can say it in a room like this, as Hetty has mentioned, with regards to it's almost double work that ends up happening. Just by you questioning and thinking around that is a really big step. Because as you are going to be in your space, you're going to start thinking around how can I systematize what I am doing. That's the first step. Most people stay in the space of being the technician, which is that they want to do everything. And then not enough time is given to think about how to actually grow the business. And as entrepreneurs, one of our most important work that we need to do is to think. We actually get paid to think. And so that's why it's important, the thinking and the question that you've got around it. And the other thing on a practical level that I'll let you know, I don't know where you are at or other people here as well, we had to go through a space where things are out of balance as we're looking to systematize the business. And for ourselves, we got rid of the TV. We actually got rid of it for about 2 years. So for all of you here, yes, these favorite programs and social media, the people that you're following, I can just tell you guys, those things are for your customers. For us, we need to spend time to think about how to grow the businesses of our dreams so we can create a legacy. Those things are distracting. That's not for us, that's for our customers. So that's a point to put through. And then just lastly, you can also use it because we are not here tomorrow, right? We're not here tomorrow. It's you and your businesses and what you've taken from us on stage. So as part of the tools, take it through into either ChatGPT or Gemini and start now putting it through. This is what I'm thinking in terms of how to systematize this business. Are there any gaps in my thinking or help me around my thinking? Give me a time frame to be able to follow it through. Recommend systems that are available in South Africa, in rands that I can utilize in my business and actually go through and see what can make sense for you and where you're at and what is not necessary. Okay?
Absolutely. We've got more questions on the floor. Roaming mic, please do come forward. Okay.
I'm Marilyn Ockers. I'm a seed now. I was almost blooming around 2009. I'm 63 and a half years old.
Sure.
I'm a qualified teacher with all the knowledge.
Good.
And at the moment I'm sitting, we were forced, I was at a private school. We were forced to close in 2004.
Okay.
So we closed and all our kids had to go to different schools. And I'm sitting with all this knowledge, all the activities, all the, I don't know how to explain. And Sasa's playing games with me. I don't get a pension. So we've applied and a lot of things went wrong. But at the moment, I went to the department to ask me if I can open a homeschool. They said no, no, I cannot homeschool. A parent needs to homeschool their child.
Okay.
Right? So you as the parent that has maybe very little knowledge needs to homeschool and register the child. So they don't allow us as educators. I cannot go, I will have a year and a half going into a school again. I'll
Yeah.
be 65.
Yeah.
I mean, so now I'm sitting. But anyway, so like I'm saying, I'm starting again as a seed because on the 15th of January when the schools opened, I opened my doors to an educare again. The reason
Yeah.
why the first educare failed was finances. I went in with my pension. After 20 years, I resigned. I opened this educare, which, like you say, you must be hands-on. The minute you step out, a school called me in just to do something. The minute you step out, your teachers found a lot of nonsense on. I'm going to say it straight.
Yeah.
And I was at school paying my teachers because parents were also not paying. So I gave it up. I went back into the schools. I went from Vanguard Primary to St. Teresa's. I was in Beacon Valley, Beacon View Primary. I ended up at Seaview Primary. I ended up in Manenberg, Edendale Manenberg. And then somebody must have seen the skill. I opened Edendale Manenberg's first English class. So I'm at the stage where I was a seed. I'm trying to grow. I need help from anybody who can give me more information in what I can do. Because I'm out to help Mitchell's Plain. What's happening in the schools, I don't even want to go there.
Yeah. How do we contact you? If a person
teaching.
wants
Thank
to,
you.
if a person wants to reach out to you, how can we contact you? Someone wants to reach out to you and help you.
I can give them my number.
Okay,
Yeah. If there's anybody, and of course, if you have a child who's in need,
Yeah,
our
I'm the one.
number, yes, 0.
Okay.
So you can see me afterwards.
Okay,
Alright?
0.
Okay, it's 066 037 1740.
Fantastic.
And I will help your child.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you. So that's an opportunity there. If anyone can look to collaborate, can look to partner, can look to support, please consider it. If you know of any schools that are looking for help, etc., please also just get in touch there as well. All right, Roman Mike, you can come further down. We've got Sharif down here as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sharifuddin, Sharif for short. I'm very new to the entrepreneurship. I'm now only a month in with the registered business. Thank you. Prior to this, I myself was employed by 2 different companies. I basically built the company up. To give you a bit of backstory as to why I went into starting our own business. So I did it for 2 different companies, and at the end of when the business came to where they wanted to be, they just decided that, we no longer need you, and you retrench. It was in the talks for me and my wife for about 4 years prior to the retrenchment, that I always wanted to start something on my own. And that's why I think a lot of the webinars and so forth prior to even starting my business, like Nathaniel did, or is doing today, just to find out more. I help these businesses build up, so I know the procedures that goes with it. You have to have a structure in order to know what your next plan is. I've even heard it here where a few of the companies did it themselves as well. So after my second retrenchment, me and my wife had a hard talking, where we actually sat down and we said like, no, this is actually a decision that we're finally going to make. We're going to start our own business. Because I started a few businesses, or 2 businesses prior to this, I can't mention the names because of NDAs, but when it does come to it, for me, it's always a legal thing. Because a lot of the webinars and things, and if there's anything of value that I can give you, and I think this is one of the things that I can definitely pass on to you, because a lot of the things that when you're sitting in webinars and things like that, where businesses fail is when it comes to legal things, being registered and so forth and so on. And that's one of the things that I took in before I started the business. I registered it, and thanks to
you. Just check. So, what is your business and what question do you have?
Yeah, I'm gonna come to that one now. So, when it does come to the business that I'm in, so it's registered at the moment. It started on the 1st of April. So, I'm in apparel, clothing, printing, and design. My business name is Quattro Print and Design. We do apparel, clothing. Customized clothing as well as merch clothing that we sell as well. And the one question that I would have for you is, when it does come to new business starting up, what is your one piece of advice to myself and everybody here that you will give to someone starting off a business for yourself that's well established and has a successful business, that if you knew it a few years earlier in your business, would have helped you from the get-go as well. So yeah, that's my question.
Okay, maybe I'll take this portion from here. Look, I'll put it like this to my younger version as well. It's just to understand how privileged my mind is, but also how entitled my mind is. So, when you work for other people for a significant period of time, there's many things that you take for granted, and you don't actually realize how entitled the thinking is. So what I'd recommend is to really invest to brainwash your mind. To brainwash your mind in terms of entrepreneurial thinking. So you can do that like you're doing today in these type of sessions. There's many things you're not even aware of now where your mind is saying, geez, I didn't think about it like that. And also in terms of books, like immerse yourself in books, because change your mind in terms of how to be able to actually grow a business in a sustainable manner. Don't read one book, read as many as you can. Personally, myself, I've been reading 2 books a month for quite a long period. because I need to brainwash my mind to understand what is actually possible and to remove my limiting beliefs. Sometimes it's even beliefs I'm not even aware that I have. I'm not even aware that I have. Other thing as well to brainwash your mind, it's of course podcasts, whether it's on YouTube and things like that. I can tell you and just share with you, some time back, I just used to spend all my time on football material. All of it on football material. I knew everything in detail, in detail, in detail. And I had to change and invest more time in all of these things that I'm talking about. Why? Because what's the point of being so knowledgeable in one area, but then my business is suffering? Because all of us have 24 hours in a day. What are we doing with those 24 hours? The mindset that comes through from these things is to actually understand that I need to stop focusing on the things that are out of my control and only focus on things that are within my control. Okay?
Thank you.
Brilliant. All right, fantastic. Rolling mic. We've got another question there at the back. I think I saw 2 hands up there actually.
Good day. I'm in a very strange business. I'm in a business which entails traffic fines. I'm an ex-animal, and I do warrants, summonses, learner classes, learners' driver's appointments, and I need a partner. I belong to the Oaks company, and I don't have the time to go to the traffic department or traffic courts to assess you with the fines. But I want to ask what do you recommend for me and my 2 partners? I'm the 2 partners that come with me. What do you recommend that we can grow from state to state? Thank you very much.
Fantastic. I actually think what you've done is really brilliant and very important, because in rooms like this, there are collaboration opportunities. There are people that are in this room that can collaborate with you. I think it's so good that you're able to stand up and say, I'm looking for partners, I'm looking for people to work with. You know, when we were in KZN, I think it was in KwaMashu, there was a lady selling eggs. Her exhibition stand was selling eggs. And she stood up and she said, I want to partner with spaza shops, any convenience shops, because to stock my eggs. And there were 2 spaza shop owners in the crowd, and they are now stockists of her eggs in the shop. So wherever there is an opportunity to stand in a room and say, this is what I'm looking for, who can help me, always do it. There was another guy who was looking for assistance getting certificate for health and safety for his restaurant, and somebody in the audience helped him. So what I would say, if roaming mind, you can go back to the gentleman, is to say, can you share your details with us? If there's anybody in the room that would want to work with you and be able to assist you, they can then be able to contact you as well.
My name is Mervin. My surname is Marit. And the company registered on my name is Traffic Finance Western Cape. 062 354 7470. And I'm a board member of the Western Province Marketing Association. So that gentleman asked me this morning, waar can I clients really get customers? And I had to 8 calls in this plan, and he didn't have customers on the basis don't have time to stand and choose. I do it to them. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I think there was other hands that were up. Please do put your hands up. We've got about, let's say, 5-10 minutes left of the Q&A. And this is your opportunity for us to really unpack. We've got a hand up over there.
Hi, I introduce myself. I will do it again, Josephine Alfreds. How do I go about? I want to register the business and do the necessary protocols. So, how do I get in contact with somebody where I can get this help?
Okay, fantastic, great.
So your question is, you want to register the business?
Yes, how does she go about that?
Okay. Is there anybody here who assist businesses to get registered, etc.? Is anybody here? Okay. There's a collaboration opportunity there. She's going to assist you. Okay.
All right, fantastic. It's so amazing because there's always help within the community, but we don't always know. And sometimes we must just be brave enough to raise our hand, and usually the help is actually right in front of you. All right. Are there any other collaboration opportunities that are in the room? You might be looking for someone, or you've got an opportunity yourself that you would like to offer in the room. Are there any individuals like that that you want to raise your hand? Roaming mic, there's 2 in front of you, 3. Keep them up, keep brave, don't be afraid. I promise you, you never know.
Thank you. Just to repeat, I'm Sakina, and I'm the founder of Street Connect. We are in the marketing advertisement agency or industry. I have a WhatsApp group that I'm growing, and I am focusing not just on people purchasing from businesses. I'm focusing on businesses coming onto the platform. So if you would like me to put your business on my platform for free, you're most welcome. You can take call. I'll give you my number.
I think we all want it. Everyone, let's take our pens out and let's make the circle bigger.
Okay, thank you. 078 315 9315.
Just repeat that again, please.
Sure. 078 315 9315. I will add you to the group, and you're welcome to advertise your business every single day, absolutely free. And if you need further assistance on content or marketing strategies, you're welcome to reach out to me. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That's such a great opportunity. Let's just take 2 more, roaming mic to the next person.
Good morning. Thank you so much for this F&B at Monetise. I appreciate it, long overdue, but thank you so much. Just like we are here now, business world. I would like, I'm LNC Community Outreach Programs and also pleased now to be the Director of the Mitchells Plain Tourism. So businesses are so happy. For this opportunity that we want, we was negotiating with F&B already. Parliamentarians is flocking into Mitchells Plain. I don't know if you guys are watching what is happening. Also the building of the pavilion. So you guys open. So what we're gonna do now is all the businesses we are pushing. That is why we're pushing our safety development. Thank you to Ms. Oaks for always being there for us. That you need to come into this platform as a business. That we can go in tourism, where to go and then get you. Because it's time for Mitchells Plain. We have so much gold mines, but we push them out of our community.
Yes.
So, am I on? Okay. So I just want to know, I'm glad for this. The opportunity, what I'm telling you is keep your eyes and ears open. For example, where we are now in contact, I can just see the truth. Because as you know, Mitchells Plain is very selfish. You guys know that. So it's time for this to spread out. We must leave that mentality behind. And also, I'm part of NSC Community Outreach Programs. We work with police and victims. There's one thing that bothers me in Mitchells Plain. We are not inclusive. Our disabled people is not being seen. So I am very much on that. I'm glad for this opportunity for the lady because we need our schools. We need to fight back our system.
Yeah.
We are being set up for failure. And it's time that our teachers get the support. And it's time that our community business sit in the ranches for the kinders wat verder gaan because it is sickening to have so much people and our kids must go into sports.
Yeah.
That you can only take one child. And there are so much business worlds. And if you guys start now, then we can attack these big businesses to come and do the same. Thank you so much, guys.
Great stuff. Thank you so much. And for the great work you're doing also within the community as well. We need individuals like yourself. Thank you so much for sharing that. Let's hear from one more person. Roaming mic.
Good day, sir. Good day, people.
Good day.
My name is Nzeli Kyomba. I'm the registrar of the company. They are registered with all the regulation of South Africa. It's complying after the CICP, after the EU certificate, For the SARS fee, my company is complying. So what I need to be connected. I've got the business plan is already done. I've got the company profile is already done. So what I need now, I need someone to assist me with the founding so we can run the show. My number is 073 106 7162. My company name is Zilas Casella at BTY Ltd. Thank you very much. I'll be able someone to help me.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. Please also do make sure that you chat to the guys at FNB at the back. They are here. There are all kinds of different funding products that are available. And it's also good to know and understand what is required to get funding. Especially when you're in the seed stage, you can start putting your ducks in a row, your documents together, making sure that you're compliant, so that when you are ready to receive funding, the process is a lot smoother because you've done all of the relevant work. But they are there at the back to have these conversations with you as well. Before we draw to an end, we want to collaborate with you as well as Monetize Your Business in partnership with FNB. If you are not yet in the WhatsApp group for Mitchell's Plain, please make sure that you register and get into the WhatsApp group. The ladies at the registration desk will help you. We also have an online free webinar, masterclass webinar every single month. So when you're in the WhatsApp group, you will see when we are meeting. And it's a masterclass like we had today, but this time it's going to be on Zoom. We are also on YouTube. It's called Monetize Your Business. We've got a podcast on there. And we interview and have conversations with different entrepreneurs. There's lots of learning in there as well. And then at the end of the year, we want to invite you to the Entrepreneurs Year-End Function. That's going to be at the end of the year. We're doing it in partnership with FNB. Our mentor, Vusite Begwayo, is going to be there. He is really, really amazing. I'm telling you early in the year because it is going to be happening in Johannesburg. So it means we are inviting you to come all the way there, but I promise you it's going to be worth your while. So these are the different ways that we want to partner with you, we want to keep working with you, and we want to keep in touch with you as well. So that brings us to the end of our Q&A and collaboration session. I'm going to hand back over to Papa then.
Cool, excellent. Thank you so much, and thank you for all of you engaging in that Q&A session. As the team is going to start preparing and to remove and to prepare for this, we are going to be moving over to our pitching segment. We are going to be moving to our pitching segment. So guys, yes, if we just clear the stage, then what we're going to be doing is that you know who we are, those that will be pitching. Please make your way to my right. There are chairs behind here that we are waiting for you. So please, Bulelwa and Twalana, please make your way to my right, Bulelwa. Then also Sakina Jacobs. Sakina, please make your way. You all communicated with Joyce, you know who you are. Then Audrey Kluter. Audrey, please make your way to my right as well. Jessica Swartz. Jessica Swartz, please make your way to my right. Then also Beverly Jones. Beverly Jones, please make your way to my right over there. Then also Mark Samuels. Mark, please make your way to my right. So we've all communicated with Joyce. So please make your way to my right. I believe there's also a Cody who engaged with Joyce. Please make your way to my right as well. Now, just to let you know, how this will be working is we've given them very strict instructions. We've given them strict instructions, which is that the pitch that they do here can only be for 2 minutes. They get 2 minutes only to pitch. And in that time also the judges, if you can make your way to my left, the judges, if you can wait, that's Tabani and your colleague, please make your way to my left over here for the judges forum. Then that will also be great for the judges to make their way. Now, in the 2 minutes, they need to be able to answer some fundamental questions. They need to be able to answer, who are you? Tell us about yourself. If Jonathan is around as well, Jonathan, please make your way to my left here as one of the judges. Jonathan, if the team can find him as well, thank you. Yes, we're ready for you as well. Jonathan, right over here, thank you. So what they need to answer as well is, what is your business? Tell us about your business. They need to be able to answer this. Also, they need to be able to answer, what problem are you solving? What problem does your business solve? Also, they need to be able to answer, how do you make money? How does this business make money? Also, they need to be able to answer, what is unique about your business? What is different about your business? Also, they need to be able to answer, what will you do with the money? What would you use this grant funding for if you were to win it? Also, how does the audience reach you? How does the audience reach you? Now, we've given all these different questions for them to answer, and they must be able to do it within 2 minutes. Now, I spoke to some of you earlier, and I know some of you are very disappointed that you're not here as one of the members pitching. I understand. But please take note of how they are going to pitch and take notes of the questions as well. We've had, as I mentioned, this is number 40 workshop that we are doing across the country. And it's so often that we get feedback from people where they come and say, you know, I didn't get an opportunity to pitch, but I took the notes and I studied how they did. And I attended this pitching competition with a different organization. There's a lady who came to our year end, I can't mention the organization, but she told us she received 800,000 Rand from that organization. And she would learn all of that by studying and understanding how to be able to pitch. So please make sure to take notes. Okay, now I want to let you know, just as they come out, we had an agreement. All of us here, we had an agreement. When they come onto the stage, we're going to give them high energy. It is not easy to be on this stage and to pitch in a competition in front of your community. So when they come, we're going to give them a rousing round of applause, okay? Our very first participant that we have coming through is Bulelwa Ntolana. Please have a round of applause to the stage.
Thank you so much. Thank you. My name, as you heard, it is Bulelwa Ntolana. I am the CEO and founder of Leadwise Consulting. So we all know that everybody was financially hit by COVID. This is where everybody couldn't recover financially. So we assist clients recover their credit reports to buy that house for their kids, to buy that car, to make life a little bit better. So Leadwise Consulting promotes education, all right? This is where we bring the financial education through to you. The NCR Act, the NCA Act, we bring it to you just so that everything is easy. How do we make money? Consultations, we run consultations, we create tailored solutions for every client, and also hosting presentations in schools, communities, and so forth. The one thing that is different to us is that we don't only just resolve what is the problem. We empower the client so that next time you don't need a bulelwa in your life. You know how to remove old accounts. You know how to settle any of the things that's currently outstanding. Also, there is 4 out of 5 clients that need my help. I just need to reach them. So the funding will be used for workshops to communities. It will also be going to presentation and raising awareness. This over here is my QR code. Please follow me on TikTok. I am providing quite a lot of educational videos over there financially, and on my business card on my desk over there. Please, I would appreciate the support. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. And thank you for that energy. I saw it. I like it. I like it. Thank you so much. We're going to move on to our second participant who will be coming through, which will be Sakina Jacobs. Please help me welcome Sakina to the stage.
Good day, my name is Sakina Jacobs. I'm the founder of Street Connect. Street Connect is a platform that connects street vendors and small businesses to customers, giving them visibility and the real opportunity to grow. The problem that I have identified is that in South Africa, there are many hustlers that are working really hard, but they remain invisible. They don't have access to affordable marketing, and customers are struggling to find them. So Street Connect solves this by helping local businesses promote what they sell and discover and receive customer leads all on their cell phone. We make money through affordable advertising, premium listings, and monthly vendor packages. What makes us different is that we are built for the informal economy, making it simple, affordable, and accessible for everyday people. Our model is scalable. Starting with just 200 vendors, we can generate over 40,000 Rand per month with a strong growth potential. So if we receive this 20,000 Rand funding, we will invest in building the platform, marketing to get our first users, and strengthening our operations. Street Connect is turning hidden hustlers into visible businesses. How you can reach me is on the WhatsApp platform, 078 315 9315. And I can hear.
Thank you so much. I'm seeing these are very confident pitches. You know, we asked them earlier when they prepare for their pitch to practice in front of the mirror. And I'm seeing that they have put that to good use. Our next participant that we're going to have coming through is Audrey Kluter. Please help me welcome Audrey to the stage.
Good afternoon, everybody. Everyone is well, a bit nervous. Anyway, yes. I'm Audrey Kluter, as people heard. I'm the owner of Craig's Driving School. I'm a self-motivated and pleasant person. I'm confident and very open-minded. Secondly, I'm a driving instructor, teaching young and old to do the drivers and to reach their goal in life. Creating job for our community so that they can prosper in life. I'm providing a service to everyone that needs a license and the learners. And 90% of my clients pass, have a 90% pass rate. And my charges is affordable. And I go extra mile for my clients. And to employ someone to boost my business. That is my business. And lastly, you can reach me, email, or WhatsApp, or call. And I thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. You know, one of the questions that we asked them to answer is, how does your business make money? How does your business make money? Let me tell you where that comes from. I attended a funding in Daba about 3 months ago in Sandton, and they had about 50 different funding companies. They had opportunities for people to pitch just like this on a Dragon's Den style. And these companies were sitting there listening to these pitches. there were people asking for 5 million rand. There was a gentleman who came and asked for 10 million rand in funding. There was another person asking for 15 million rand in funding, big money. And after they did a 5-minute pitch, we all sat there confused. And I knew what they were thinking, because I was thinking the same thing, which that this person has never been coached correctly. They spoke for 5 minutes asking for 15 million rand, and none of us knew, how will this business make any money? So it's an important skill that we are all able to learn and to communicate. So that it's very simple to be able to understand, and we are all learning that lesson even today. We're then ready for our next participant that we have coming through. Our next participant that we have is Jessica Swart. Please help me welcome Jessica to the stage.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. If nerves was a person. My name is Jessica Swartz, and the business I'm in is hair and beauty. We are called Ruach Hair and Nail Salon. We are located in Rocklands, Mitchell's Plain. What are we solving? We are transforming women, not just outside, but also inside. Inside, why? Because we have counseling sessions for women coming in. We also have prayer sessions for women coming in, which is not okay. How do your business make money? How we make money? We sell products. We do hairstyles, we do manicures, we do pedicures, and we also have foot spas. Our unique selling point is a clean environment, friendly environment, customer service priority, and affordable prices. The funding I will use to partner with Mr. Mervyn. I will also expand with a coffee shop to expand our counseling and drug services within the Rocklands area, which is very much needed. How can you locate me? On all social platforms, and my number is 078 28 26 24 8. I thank you.
Nice one. Really great to see and really great to experience. And answered so nice. You know, one of the questions that we ask of them is, what will you do with the money? What will you do with the money? I will tell you where we experienced this in a very interesting manner. 2 years ago, where we had the Entrepreneurs Year-End event that Hetty spoke about, and we had a different organization there, where a young man do his pitch, and all the judges agreed he gave the best pitch. They all agreed he gave the best pitch. Do you want to know why he did not win that pitching competition? When you answer the question, what will you do with the money? He stood up proud and he said, when I win this pitching competition, I will take myself on holiday, I'm tired. Imagine if you ever get such an opportunity. Funders want to know, how will this money help the business? How will it help it potentially to be able to gain more staff? Imagine. Yeah, I know you'll never make that mistake again. Our next participant that we have coming to the stage, our second last participant, is Beverly Jones. Help me welcome Beverly to the stage.
I introduced myself already, Beverly Jones from Baker Jones in Rocklands. We sell cakes, biscuits, fancies, tartlets, whatever you need for your party, we have. And at the moment, the problem that we're busy solving is the business is expanding, but we cannot employ full-time staff. So what we do, we take people on weekends, like Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So that's it. And then we have that communication problem at home where we need to delegate and outsource as well. And our unique selling point is the fact that we have these cakes for the prints on and toppers. And I used to go and buy it from the shops, and then I decided now I'm going to buy my own printing machine, like the edible prints. We do that ourselves. And then the toppers, we've got the quick cut machine, so we make our own toppers, so it saves a lot of time and money, and we can keep the cost down. So price-wise, we're very competitive. And you can reach me on TikTok, on Instagram and Facebook. But just remember, on TikTok you won't see me, you will see my daughter. and the funding I will use, because we've got the cricket cutter, and we need like a 3D printing machine. So we need figurines that we need to put on the cakes, and when we go buy that at the shop, it's very pricey. So we thought if we can make it ourselves, we can also keep the price down of the cake. So I think that's our competitive edge.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. We have now arrived at our final participant. We have arrived at our final participant for this pitching competition. I've been at the back there and engaging with our final participant. Do you know what I found interesting? All the ladies have pitched, and I found interesting. He is very nervous. He is the last person to pitch. But you are all going to let him know there is nothing to be nervous about. He must come out here and he must tell us his story. Let's welcome our final participant, Mark Samuels, to the stage.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mark Samuels. I'm the founder of Ukulungu Cleaning and Maintenance Services. We are based in Cape Town. Ukulungu is a cleaning and maintenance business focused on providing reliable professional services to homes, businesses, while also creating employment opportunities within our community. One of our biggest problems we are solving is unemployment, especially for unemployed single mothers who are struggling to provide for their families. My vision is not to only build a successful business, but to create opportunities that restores dignity, income, and hope. We generate income by offering cleaning and maintenance services to residential, commercial clients, while building long-term relationships through quality, service, and professionalism. What makes Ukulungu different is that we are building our business with AI integrating from the very beginning. Many businesses still operate manually, but we are using AI to work smarter by improving customer communication, generating quotations faster, creating marketing content, managing bookings, and helping us operate more efficiently, even as a startup. AI is not replacing people in our business. It is helping us to create opportunity for people. The funding would help us with equipment, tools, branding, marketing, and AI-powered business systems that will help us grow sustainably and professionally. You can find us on Facebook, Ukulungu Cleaning Services, Instagram, also Ukulungu Cleaning Service, and on TikTok under Mark Samuels Cleaning Cape Town, one house at a time. Thank you very much for your time. I much appreciate it.
Amazing, Mark! Amazing! So there you have it. Those are your pitch finalists here in Mitchell's Plain, which has been concluded. You guys have been amazing and wonderful. I really appreciate it. But let's give them all a round of applause. That's unbelievable. We're now going to enter into a little rest break just to allow the judges to be able to deliberate and work out the rankings, and they can be able to let us know afterwards who the winner will be. Just a reminder, the bathrooms are straight there behind. The exhibitors are still on my left and on my right, and the F&B team is still available to be able to help you if you didn't get a chance already. Thank you, and I'll let you know when to come back.
Oh, yeah.